Hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Webfire Wednesday training webinar. I'm Sean Casey. Glad that you guys are here. See Martin checking in. Glad you made it back again. And everybody else that's checking in, we appreciate you all coming here, being members of Webfire if you are, and being here participating. Hi Nick and Bob and everybody else checking in from all over the place. We're going to have a very interesting training call today, and going to focus on some stuff you probably haven't seen us do unless you've been to a live workshop to see us do it. So we'll have some fun, and I'll try to survive this and be all on my own because my boy Brian is already in London, and so he won't be on joining us today. And as soon as this call is over, pretty much I'm going to grab my suitcase, head to the airport myself, and be out of here. So without further ado, let's get rolling, and we'll see what's going on. Good. Well, it's good. I see somebody saying, good. Yeah, see you in London as well. All right. Okay. So quick couple things before we get rolling. Yes, this is being recorded. The replay video will be available in the member site. It'll be up tomorrow. Also, our Webfire Facebook group, if you're not a member, you can go join at getwebfire.com/FB group, and you can apply to membership. We'll approve you, and you'll be able to not only post anything up in there if you have a question or comment or whatever, but share good news of things that you're doing with other people. It's, of course, not to spam your site or spam, something you want to promote in there. That's not the purpose of the group. We're here to be respectful, polite, professional, and share good stuff. And with that done, here's what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to be analyzing websites. Now, not just running them through the Webfire analysis, although I'm going to do that as well, but I'm going to also take a look at the site and give you some tips, pointers, things that I see you could improve, things that I like, things that I don't like, and why. And so we'll do as many of these as we can in the next hour. So if you want me to analyze your website, talk about it, then what you need to do is post up in the question box your domain, short description of what you're selling, and what keywords you're targeting that website for, so that I can actually go after the right thing along the way. And I see people are posting up stuff in there, so we'll see what people are doing. And one time I'm going to take a drink, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we've got people selling pet apparel. Okay, Dan, so what does your website actually sell? Florida Salt Scrub. Okay, there you go. You're catching up. All right. Construction. All right, I'm reading these as we go along. All right, good. You guys have a lot of interesting sites here. All right. Okay, so let's start with this one. And you guys could keep putting stuff in. I'm just going to start doing one here that I want to do. Okay, so we're going to do hikingbootsdeals.com. So hang on, let's see. Let's get out of this. Go to here. All right, so this site should be optimized for hiking boots. And the domain name is hikingbootsdeals.com, and this is Antoine's site. So we're going to process that. But while that's processing, let's go take a look at this site, hikingbootsdeals.com. All right, so first of all, do we like the domain name with regard to the keyword? The answer would be yes. Even better if it would actually open up. I'm amazed, by the way, that I even have internet or anything else left after the huge thunderstorm that just got done going through here. And for some reason, the site's not opening quick. I don't know if that's an overall challenge or not, Antoine, or is it just a coincidence? Okay, good. So now we've got hikingbootsdeals.com. All right. So we can just see that this is what's on the page, and you're talking about a very specific pair of hiking boots here. Got the video. Okay, great. All right. So Antoine, I gotta scroll down so you can type back to me now, so you can just. So this is a fairly new site, or you've been running this site for a while? Okay, new site. And do you know if you rank for any keywords yet? Okay, no ranking. Okay, good enough. Let's go back and look at the analysis is still pulling. Okay. All right, so here's challenge number one. Okay, so we land on this site, and it's a nice, clean-looking site. So there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you get to these sites, to someone's site, and you're like, wow, you know, this is like just too much craziness, too much distraction, too much going on. Can't figure out what the person's trying to do. All right, this is set up more looking like it's a blog than necessarily a page selling something specific. And I would bet that this page ranks better for these specific boots than it would for hiking boots in general. Not always the case, but let's just see what happens if I search this in Google. I'm just curious, do you know if your site's indexed yet? Because it should hopefully be, but hang on, hikingbootsdeals.com. Okay, be hard to get along with. Okay, good, so your site's indexed, so that's good. So that part of it we now know, because this is one of the things you always want to check, is your site indexed in Google? Because until Google actually, or Yahoo or Bing, add the site to the index, because you have a fairly new site, they obviously can't rank the site till they actually get it in the index. Indexing and rank are two different things. Index is just like going into the really big database. Okay, so right now we've got two things. This is the actual Hiking Boots deal site, and then this is, whenever you search your domain, you're going to find there are aggregator sites that just pull data about domains, and so you'll find lots of information about your domains that's going to pull up separately. Okay, and so you can also see how the description looks for Hiking Boots deals, that it's best hiking boots, camping backpack, camping tents for sale. So you, by definition, your keywords are a little bit scattered in terms of targeting just hiking boots when it comes to that. Let's see if our results are done. And now see, the figures we're going to hang up in real time, and my internet might be slightly compromised. It might be having trouble pulling that because it might have glitched right when this site didn't want to open a minute ago. So we'll give that a second or try to redo that. Sometimes, like I said, I had a bad storm, so things have been pretty crazy here. All right. So when we look at this site, one of the things you got to realize is that there is, first of all, how you want traffic to come into your site. Now, I know you're thinking, all of you, well, I want all the traffic to come into my site. I want them to go to all my pages and buy all my stuff. But of course, that's not realistic, right? So if someone was to find this site, let's say they typed in hiking boots deals, and they found this site, what's the first thing they would discover when they got here, right? What's the headline on the page? And the headline on this page today is obviously the orange headline of Salomon Men's Mission 4D 2 GTX trekking boot, okay, which is great if I was looking for that, because then I'm in the right place. But I don't know what that is, and I don't know if that's the $800 hiking boot or the $80 hiking boot or anything else. But what I don't know is, specific for this site is what the site itself is all about on the home page for the main part of the site. Now, does it mean you can't have all these articles and have all this stuff pulled in? And in fact, if I went over to best hiking boots, which, hang on, is not opening quickly either. That's probably why this is hanging up. Oh, good, that's completed over here. So let's do that. Let's go look at the analysis now that we're done. And we'll see that we're 75% optimized, so that's good. We have an okay chance of ranking for this keyword, okay? But it's probably fairly competitive in just hiking boots itself, okay? Because hiking boots is clearly a very broad category, and you're going to compete with all of the sporting goods and camping stores and all the manufacturers and everybody else for that term. So ranking for hiking boots is probably a lot harder than hiking boots deals or something else. But going down the page, well done, you've got the keyword in your title. You don't have a meta keyword tag. We can fix that, of course. You have the keyword in your meta description, and the keyword in the heading tag, and that's probably because your headings, which are going to be picked up off the titles of your posts, don't have hiking boot in it. You know, you have trekking boot instead, which is fine, but it's not hiking boot if you're really optimizing for hiking boot, okay? Your keyword density is good. You've got a sitemap. We also picked up your technical performance is poor. That's probably because the page is loading slowly. And then you've got images on your page without alt image tags, okay? So this is our overview, all right? So off page, we have, you have less backlinks. There's nothing there because you have 0, okay, than the median. So looking at the people that are on page 1, trying to target hiking boots, we can see that the median is 1741. The highest was 9166. Somebody has over 9,000 incoming links to their site. The average is 2,777. Okay, you have 0. That obviously is not going to help. Okay, so you definitely need to get some links in terms of trying to get some traffic and rank. You're not listed in DMOJ, which doesn't make a huge deal. We can't find an Alexa record. That's because you're brand new, and so it hasn't had a chance to even find you yet. Okay, and then social. Somebody mentioned your site on Facebook, so that's good. Probably you, I'm guessing. But we also did look and see if you're on Twitter and Google+, and you're not there yet, which is fine, because again, this is brand new, right? And then we can look at the keywords, and you can see that by definition, you know, hiking boots, there's 301,000 direct exact monthly searches. So the ad competition is going to be high for that. I mean, we know that you're going to fight more for the bigger term than a longer tail term, and you're going to have a harder time ranking for that. And it still doesn't mean you can't optimize your homepage for that, but you're probably going to want to have specific pages on your site optimized and go after a longer tail, less competitive keyword to give yourself a better chance of ranking your brand new site, because right now you're not generating much of anything, right? Okay, because you're going for the home run. I love going for the home run, but I like making money better, okay? So this is just a whole analysis of keywords. But if we go to the advanced tab, we can see further things that are going on, your keyword usage and everything else. See the headings. See the heading that gets picked up, that title, that Salomon Men's Mission 4D 2 GTX trekking boot, right? It's the only heading you have on the page. And so that's part of a clue to Google or another search engine. What's this site about, right? It wouldn't be about hiking boots. It would be about Salomon Men's Mission 4D G2 whatever trekking boot. And that is what a big part of what the analysis of your page is going to function on, okay, is that, because it's the same thing a human looks at, right? When I look at that page, what does it tell me the page is about? It tells me it's about Salomon boots, okay? Not about hiking boots, not a review of the best hiking boots available, not about deals on the hiking boots that I'm finding that are good hiking boots. okay? So we can change that. Tech performance, total load time was slow. So that's costing you visitors, and we saw that it was slow when I tried to open it up. Competition. So this is going to try to rank some of your competition and tell you what exactly how they're going to rank for hiking boots. And you can see a big competition, REI, big, you know, outdoor place, Dick's Sporting Goods, Merrell, who's a big shoe company, Cabela's, who's I think is another shoe company, Amazon, Gander Mountain, who sound like a men's hiking boots at Gander Mountain. Okay, so you know, Timberland, Sierra Trading Post. So going directly after the term hiking boots, you obviously are fighting really, really, really big competition. So you're going to have to, if you want to go after this, you've got to build a big, robust site with a lot of incoming links to go beat this. And again, that's why I'm saying, you know, there's a good chance you're going to want to find longer tail keywords to be able to go do that and get access to this. And then backlinks, in this case, you have none, but you can see what other sites have, like, you know, Dick's Sporting Goods, Merrell, et cetera, okay? You know, they'll have a lot of backlinks that are being credited into their sites for doing that. So, you know, so your site doesn't look bad, but right now you're not positioning yourself to compete at the very top level yet. And hey, we have to start somewhere. I'm not trying to discourage you, but realistically, you know, you're going to have a hard time fighting your way to the top of just hiking boots, for example. So here's, we can watch a video. Okay, lightweight boots. So you know, here you've got a lot of different boots listed for sale, as well as shoes. Okay, but again, if we were to analyze this page, you know, best hiking boots is a good title to go after the term best hiking boots, right? Because you've got, you know, this in our browser bar. We've got it up here in the actual URL. You've got it in the title. You're using it in a couple different places down here in the page, so that's good. And again, though, you're going to have to generate some incoming links from some other sites to try to help you rank for that, and just keep building. But the one thing that I would encourage you to do is think about when it comes to your home page, which I'll open back up in a second. See, this really does open slowly. That you could have the home page be a summary of things, an introduction to the site. This is what we have. Try to optimize it for a little bit, but your individual pages you're going to need to optimize. That's going to do better for you. And then work to have individual pages that are optimized for the longer tail keywords that you have a better chance to go rank for, that are going to be easier, because you don't care which traffic you get, you just want traffic sooner, right? And so you can use the keyword tool, right, wherever it is, the main keyword tool, to analyze hiking boots and related terms to find ones that still have good volume but would be less competitive than keyword. So Antoine, does all that make sense to you? Give him 1 second to write an answer. Yes, Tom, exactly. I think you probably asked that question right as I was going to type the answer. Yeah. For the best long tail keywords, you would go to keyword tool, type in hiking boots, and then let it tell you what the best keywords are for you to go after. And you don't want to just go after one keyword. I mean, one of the things you have to rethink the way you would think most other things in life when it comes to marketing. So you might think, wow, you know, I'm just going to go after hiking boots because this is the biggest category, and I'm going to sell a lot of hiking boots, and I'm just not going to, I refuse to be beaten. I'm going to go after hiking boots, even if it takes me the next 5 years, I'm going to conquer this. Well, that's great, okay, and I admire your attitude, but realistically, that's the hardest thing to do in the hiking boot category, is to go after the very top term, right? You obviously have billion-dollar companies or $100 million companies that you're fighting against and trying to beat for the same term that they've got full-time people trying to beat you out for. So instead of doing that, right, which is really like banging your head against the wall and making yourself crazy, you could much more readily go after more available terms and get traffic much, much faster and start building your business, getting traffic and making money, which to me makes a lot more sense. Antoine, okay, good. It makes sense. Good. You're welcome. All right. Good. And he said he's already started optimizing the page for best hiking boots. Okay, great. Gotta love that. Okay. Let's go back up here. See somebody else here. All right. Let's look at larrysell.com. All right. And so, Larry, what your keyword is, does that actually say FC Dell phone service? Is that a typo in my reading, or is that a typo in your typing? Okay. Come on, Larry. Come on, Larry. All right, well, let's go look here. Larry's Cell. Okay, see how much faster that page opened by comparison. So for somebody who's gone, oh, maybe your internet connection is slow. It's not that slow. Okay. So Larry, what is this page supposed to be optimized for in terms of cell service? I'm guessing we're selling some kind of MLM cell service here. Oh, okay. Somebody just popped over to me that you'd added some other stuff. Okay, so let's search this based upon cell phone and see what happens when we process that. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Now, this site, which has a video, which I paused, but is presumably going to want to sell me into a cell phone service that looks like. David, yes, we're taking site analysis requests. Yeah, sorry, if you came in a couple minutes late, we dove right in. So you can put in if you want me to look at analyzing your website, put in the domain, the keyword, and just like one sentence about what the site's about and what you're selling. So there's not a lot here other than the video. Now, so this page, which I can't judge because I'm not going to watch the video with you guys right now, might be awesome at converting people into completing the form based upon the video that's on the page. However, is there anything on this page that's going to help us rank this page in Google or any other search engine? Anything here that they're going to go, wow, this is really awesome content? And the answer clearly is no. Right? So this site, I mean, you can't rank without content on your site. Well, you can rank, for nothing terms, or if you're like an amazingly large site like yahoo.com, okay? But for the rest of us, we actually need to get content on our sites in order to rank the site, okay? So you might be able to run paid traffic to this, or even free traffic by going out and posting up into forums, on blogs, even doing guest blog posts, right, where you're finding people who are interested in switching cell phone service. They're interested in making money with their own cell phone service, right, and sending the traffic over. But this is not the type of site that's going to rank, because there's nothing for Google or anybody else to actually rank. So does that make sense to everybody? Okay. Antoine, yeah, the speed you're having an issue with is either a hosting issue, or there's something funky about the template and the way it's loading on your page, because you don't have a lot of big images, or certainly a lot of images, so I wouldn't think that would be a big thing. Okay, let's see what else we got here. People want us to do. All right, career coaching advisor. All right, so Don Reed, careercoachingadvisor.com, careers, jobs, interviews, etc. Okay, so let's pop back over here. See, and this is just the analysis on the Larry Sell site. You can see there's a lot of red because there's not a lot of content to be able to do that. See, keyword density is 0. Really hard for them to want to rank your site over at Google if that's the case. All right, hang on. So what am I going to, I'm going to search for careers, and we're going to do career coaching advisor.com, and we're going to see what this one does. This is for Don. All right, so let's see. Career, let's spell it right, huh? Career advisor.com. All right, Don, let's see what your site looks like. Okay, so this is a site that's built inside of a standard template, okay? And you can see that it visually, first of all, it loaded quicker, right? Visually, it looks nice. Now, this is a landing page which, if you found it, you can scroll through it and go, I really have 3 choices of things to do, right? I can go to the career reading room, I can go to the free interview guide, or I can go to the career blog. Now, if you look at this page, okay, pretend you just have never seen this page before, okay? All right. What is the first thing that jumps out at you on the page? That's what you always want to ask yourself. You're looking at a web page where you're trying to grab somebody's attention. And so you're saying nothing, which is partly true. So you're saying the people, okay? The back of the guy's head. Yeah, the back of the guy's head is not an awesome picture. At least he has a good haircut, right? Nice and trim, okay? All right. You know, somebody said the headline, you really can have the job of your dreams. Now, one of the struggles you have in designing websites, first of all, is that you're trying to get, you know, have a decent visual look. But the problem is that how much of this page do we lose to the picture? Basically like half the page, right? But this picture doesn't really tell us anything about getting a better career, getting a better job, making money, improving our lot in life, right? I mean, it's just, you know, a bunch of people sitting in what looks like an office. Now the headline is this: you really can have the job of your dreams. Is that a compelling headline that makes me want to dive right into the site? Not particularly, right? Okay. You can do much, much better with a headline, Don. I mean, even if you're just saying something to the effect of, let's see, sorry, it's been a crazy day with packing to leave town, so my brain's a little slow, but even something like, discover how we've helped our average client get a 32% increase in pay in less than 6 months. Do you think people would read that more than you really can get the job of your dreams? Right? Agreed? Okay, so you can play with that. You can test that. None of that obviously has the keywords in it that we're going after with the term career. Okay. Now, going down further, if we look down here, okay, there's 3 choices of things we can do, but none of them are like really, awesomely described here. So we can do something to draw the attention on to this. What you want to figure out when you design your site is, what is it you want someone who visits here to do? Now, ideally, that would be to give you money. Second down from ideally would be to become a lead, right? So if someone here, we wanted them to get the free interview guide, okay, and I click to learn more at least, okay, I at least get an opt-in page. Personally not impressed by the stubbly guy, but maybe women like that sort of thing. But here at least now we have an opt-in form, which is good, okay? But if we come back, right, we don't have anything that says, you know, make sure you get our free interview guide that will help you do X, Y, Z. Okay? So we probably want to showcase this. If we go to the career reading room, we can see articles from Coach Don, okay, which is good, okay, because now we're trying to build credibility, and we're promoting the free guide, okay. Hey, and Don, which I don't remember, there was more than one Don in the room, but Don the coach. So what are you selling here in the end? Are you selling a book, a training course, personal services? You write a resume? What are you actually trying to sell them to give you money for? Okay, well, he's typing that answer. Let's bop back here. All right, let's analyze his site. Let's get the bad news. Okay. Now, whenever you analyze a website, okay, the great news is you can instantly tell from the colors whether or not it's a good idea for what you've done, okay? And you can see if we've got a lot of orange and red, it's not pretty. Okay, and Don said he sells an interview guide for $17, then an OTO for $47. Okay, good. So that is not a clear path off your website to me. Okay, there's nothing there that's like, that leads them. You want to think about this like leading somebody down a slippery slope. Okay, so you want to take that first action. Hey, you know, you ought to check out this free guide for something. Okay, and then the next page you would want them to go to would be, hey, here, listen, you can get, you know, the 17 templates for award-winning resumes and our experience of 27 years as a corporate headhunter in this easy-to-consume video and ebook guide for $17, right? And lead them down a path. The only thing you have on your website that invites somebody to participate with you is the free interview guide, okay, which is subtle to say the least, right? Okay, you really need to get that in front of people if that's going to be the front end of your marketing funnel so people can actually get there. And once they get to your site, they can see that the thing that that's most important for them to do is to get the free guide, because then they'll get into your sales funnel, right? Okay. I mean, if they want to wander off and read your articles and find out what a great guy you are and then eventually get the free interview guide and get in the sales funnel, that's great. But you want the thing you want them to do to be front and center and in their face. Now, obviously, when we're targeting careers, this is what we see from the way this particular page is optimized. Okay, it's don't have a keyword in the title, not in the meta tag, not in the meta description tag, not in the heading tag. It's not used on the page. Keyword density is 0. There's a sitemap, so that's good. Your site's technical performance is acceptable. It could be better. And you don't have the keyword image in an image alt tag. You know, I mentioned this before just for on somebody else's site, but when you post up images, you can put alternate text, which technically is for people that don't have images enabled, but Google can read them. So you can have a picture of something that says free interview guide, and if you call it that, then it tags it with the keywords for that. From an off-page perspective, you have no backlinks, okay? Your competition for the targeted term careers has a median of 6,790 backlinks. So for that particular term, there's a lot of competition to rank. So you're probably going to need to go find easier competition to go after in the end than that. Social, you're probably, I'm guessing this is new. So 8 people mentioned your site on Facebook. That's good for a new site. Okay. And then keywords, this is giving you an idea of the searches on keywords. Now, the great news when you look at this is what? There is a boatload of people searching every month, and there always will be. Never-ending market, right? People either trying to find a job, get out of a job, move up in careers, right? So that's all good, right? But besides the way you do your home page, this is why we tell you guys you need to add additional pages on your site focused on specific keywords. So even if you never touch your home page, adding additional pages to your site that link back into and promote your free interview guide is going to do you it's going to do you a lot of good. Because even if you're adding just a page or two every week and some incoming links to those sites, to those pages, you're going to help those pages to start to rank for the keywords that have less competition and can get you traffic. The other thing is that because you do have the free interview guide, you can invite people off of forums and blogs where they're talking about needing to get a new job or needing to go for a job interview or needing to fix their resume or whatever. There's a zillion people doing that, I'm sure, every single day. You can tell them, hey, listen, we have a lot of free information. Come consume that. You could also make a very short and sweet video on that you could put up on YouTube right along those same lines that are, the top 7 things you should know to interview. Hey, here's a quick overview of the 7 things you should know that are going to help you with an interview. I wanted to keep this video short, but if you go down below here, click on the link, you can go get my free interview guide that will explain things more in depth to you, right? And lead them in that way. Don asks, who can he hire to fix all this? He paid somebody $3,000 to make the website. Then he said, click on the free guide and see where I go. I'll go to the opt-in page, right? Yeah, so I'll go to the opt-in page. Whoops, hang on. And I'll opt in using my personal email address. Haha. Okay, and then we come to a page that says, thanks, it's on its way, blah, 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 kind of do a pre-sale. And you've packaged up this guide for $17. Was that your sales pitch? Okay, so that was your sales pitch. All right, so next thing is you need a better sales letter. Okay, so how can you fix this? Well, number one, you first need to decide specifically what you want to update. But secondly, if you go either to a freelance site or even specifically if you went to Fiverr.com, you can find a lot of people to do really basic things, especially if you know what you want to tell them to do, to fix stuff on your site. This site was built in ClickFunnels, because you can see that because it says ClickFunnels at the top. And so there's going to be a lot of people that know how to use that software to be able to edit anything. And if you're going to get, and for this sales page here, okay, because someone opted in, now they go to the sales page. Again, let's look at this page. What's the biggest thing on the page right now? Congratulations, your free resource guide is on its way, and it shouldn't have an apostrophe. It's on its way to the email address you provided, right? Okay, so if I read that headline, does my brain immediately say, oh, I'm done. Get the free guide, I'm out of here, right? Because what you told me is I opted in to get the free guide, I got the free guide, nothing here to see, move right along, right? Okay. Instead, what you would want to have is you would want to have a big headline that's like, now you could have this, you do want to tell them, hey, I'm going to give you the free stuff I promised you, but that would be small text at the top of the page, and then you would see a big headline right underneath that would dominate the page, just like any regular sales page would have, which would then be, here's the top 7 things you must do to ace an interview that will virtually guarantee you'll get the job of your dreams, and an average 32% increase in salary and benefits or whatever, right? And then you go on and explain why they should get the guide, and you make yourself a a better sales page. And again, if you go in and you look, you could find somebody to even, to inexpensively. I mean, you can find guys who will write you a great sales page for your $17 book for thousands of dollars and do a great job, but you could improve this book for this sales page for a lot less money. Even getting somebody from Fiverr to throw together something real quick for you with it. You should also, whenever you're selling these things, put an image of it, because people think they're buying the book, they see the image, even though they know it's a digital. You'll tell them it's digital. It's just, it has physical presence when you have an image of the book itself. Okay, so your site's functional, but it's not set up to rank. It's not set up to sell very well. And for what you paid, yes, I agreed, you overpaid. Okay, so let's find somebody else to analyze here. Okay, so let's try this one. So Bob, whoops. Hang on 1 second. I bumped my monitor button. My monitor decided to turn itself off. There we go. Okay, now I'm back. Bob, what is that site target? What's the keyword that's optimized for? Don, you're welcome. And well, I'm waiting for Bob to type. Guys, whenever we're analyzing stuff and answering your questions, I want you to always realize we're never trying to be disrespectful or rude or talk down to you, but we want to tell you the plain truth about what we see, what our experience tells us, because if we lie to you and go, hey, that looks really great, you're going to be awesome, and it's really not, then we're not helping you, and we are here to help you. So we're trying to tell you guys, what we really see and feel and can do, so we can help you guys get good results. I think you probably mostly understand that, but I don't want to be like, man, that Sean guy's, he's just saying all this bad stuff. Okay, so let's try this. But okay, talent development. Okay. So all right, so this is going to be a site that's targeted to talent development. So that's the keyword that you're optimized for. And this is talent management institute. This is like a spelling challenge for me today, .com. Okay, start. Okay, so now you're going to make me type this twice. Okay, talent. Oh, by the way, Don, when you go back and give your guy a hard time, you can tell him, see how this page title is called My Awesome Landing Page? Okay, they should at least change the title on the pages, okay, because they're building this all in a default template. They should at least have done that for you. All right, talent management institute.com. All right, let's look at the page here. All right, so who am I talking to? Bob. So Bob, first thing is, okay, if you want someone to play the video, you got to tell them to play the video. I know that seems really stupid, but people are going to be like, oh, look, the video doesn't work. So you can even put a big play button in the middle of it, or directions up here, turn on your speakers and hit the play button, so then I can play the video and the video would play, okay? So obviously the first thing we see when we get to this site is, are you the owner or principal of a knowledge-based enterprise? By the way, Bob, I would have the site, I would have the video autoplay, unless you're worried that everyone's looking at this when they're at work and they're going to get surprised when it plays and be embarrassed that, they're either looking for somebody to hire or looking to get hired along the way, okay? But clearly this is the big center of what you're going to do to try to sell them. Now, at least on my screen, and it might be my my settings, the size of this all has pushed the good part down below. Okay, because presuming that, once again, the most important thing you want them to do is to fill this out and get the free report, okay, then you really want them to see that, okay? Now, the best place for it, when you're gonna do something like this, would be to just drop it right here on the right-hand side, okay? Because then it would be right on top, and you could do that, okay? The next thing would be, this is, the language here isn't bad, but you need to turn the language around. So you could have a headline on selling them into getting the free report, right? So it can be, I know this is all corporate speak, fully engaged top talent, key to excellence for knowledge-based enterprises, okay? But if you had and even if you had, get our free special report as the headline, and then smaller text, enter your name and email in to get immediate access, that would be better than the way you have it, because you need the headline to draw them into reading why they want to fill that thing in there. Gary, no, so this isn't part of Webfire. We're just analyzing websites today and talking about different things, because we try to help you guys with conversion as well as with getting traffic, so that when you're getting traffic to your website, you can do better. Bob got lots of different sections. Okay, so that one takes me to the opt-in page. Okay, so that's good. Selection. Okay, so he's got more videos. Now, see, at least this one, you get to see things, alignment. Okay, so we got all these different pages have videos. Okay, great. Okay, let's see how you actually rank, because you don't have a lot of text on your pages, once again, unless there's a lot of good text over here. So the good news is you have a blog that you're apparently posting in, let me guess, more or less once a week. Okay, so that's good. When I look at these blogs, okay, blog posts, this is great, because this is where you can post to optimize your pages for the keywords that you want to rank for, okay? But one of the things you want to realize is this. So see how this title here, okay, is the most important thing on the page, obviously both visually, and that's where the keywords are going to come up. And up here in the URL, you see that also pops up right there, right? Because it defaults into that being the title of the blog post in here. And so if you're targeting workforce stress, then that's a good headline, okay? But let's go back over here. Okay, see, like, winners in the digital economy will put people first. Team leadership development is the solution. How are you addressing the top challenges facing HR and talent management executives? Okay, you have to think about what keywords you want to rank for and get them in the titles. Okay, because if you don't get them in the titles, they're not going to get picked up by Google, and Google's going to say that, the most important thing about your page is what's in the title, right? What are these keywords? And your titles, unless if someone's searching the particular long tail phrase, that's great, but other than that, it's going to be harder to do. And we glitch trying to analyze your site. But I can tell you your site's going to suck in terms of analysis, because here's why. Number one, there's no text on the page, right? So if there's no text in these pages, there's nothing for Google to analyze. If we go look at the page source, okay, this is the old school way to do it. All right, we can go down through here and we can find that the description of the site is right here. Are you a talent management who is responsible for selecting, aligning, and developing talent? Contact Talent Management Institute to learn how we can help. So you have talent management, and developing talent basically is somewhat keywords that you have in there as a description, okay? Your page title is Talent Management Institute Total Talent Management, Okay, so talent management would be really the keyword that you're targeting there. I'm not sure if that's a great keyword or not. I mean, I have no idea, so I'm not going to tell you that's a bad keyword. It's the title of your business. And again, that's fine for your homepage. It's where your blog can potentially rank pages to bring in more traffic along the way. But you can see where this page is not going to rank nearly as well. For example, just real quick, I'm just going to bop over here and go look at the workforce stress page because I can do this quickly. But you can see now how the title is workforce stress, blah, 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 Talent Management Institute. See the description: for nearly 2 decades, Towers Watson has conducted staying something work research in North America. You can see all these default things and keywords and stuff that come in here, but still not a great keyword set for ranking for related terms. So you can work on it from this standpoint in terms of trying to rank these blog pages. You also have a business which is really the kind of thing that for guest blog posts on a lot of other blogs would be awesome, because for people that are in talent management, that are organizational managers, that are consuming information where you want to be treated as the expert, being the guest expert on other people's sites and then bringing them into your site, getting them your free book review every month, your free talent tip book, and all that kind of stuff is great, because what you're trying to do is obviously a longer term relationship with somebody, but you want to be branded as the expert and be able to bring people into your system to be able to do that. So there we go. That's Bob. All right, let's do one more and see if we can do it really quick, because we're running out of time. All right, let's see if we can do this. Hot spa deals. Okay. So we're going to, hang on, kill that one. Stop. Okay, hang on. We just get this thing to reset. Okay, here we go. So we're going to go for Spa Deals UK. And this is, oh man, guys are typing too fast. And I lost my URL. Here we go. Hot Spa Deals UK. Oops, sorry, .co.uk, right? Okay. This time we'll be smart and copy it so I don't have to type it again. And let's start that one up. And assuming I didn't break Webfire today, that should work. And let's go see what this looks like. Okay, this site can't be reached, so one of us can't type. hot-spa-deals.co.uk. Okay, B, I spelled it the way you spelled it. What did I spell wrong? What did we do wrong here? Hot-spa-deals. All right, hang on. I'm just waiting for somebody to tell me how we got this URL wrong. We're doing that. Tom mentioned, yeah, having 2 different choices to opt in on that one page. This page back here kind of is distracting. Like you probably do just want to pick one that you really want them to do. Let's try this again. Nope. Oh, it is. Okay, sorry. This is actually a .com. Okay, so hang on. Let's fix this. And let's go back over here. Hang on. We gotta go analyze the right site. We're not going to get any results at all analyzing the wrong site. What am I doing? Spa Deals UK. Okay. Take 2. Okay, here's the Spa Deals. Okay, so we can get Spa Deals. All right. The Treatwell ad and the Last Minute ad, are those your ads, or are those like Google AdSense ads? Spa experiences down here. Okay, all these are mine. Now, and by those are yours, does that mean these are your, not too funny, these are your businesses, or these are your affiliate links and you put the banners up there? They're affiliate links. Okay, great. Now, obviously, when we look at this page, again, because now you've seen me do this 3 or 4 times, so you know what we're going to do. First thing is, you look at the page, you go, so first thing that I see, and obviously the images are the most eye-catching thing on the page, okay? Which, assuming that all of these are made to go get people to click on your affiliate links, isn't a bad thing in this case, okay? So in terms of the desired result, we can do that. So that's not necessarily a bad thing. I don't like the page overall. I just think with the background color, it looks kind of blah for a spa. I think even if you just had made the background white, it would look better and jump out at you. We finish our analysis yet? Hang on 1 second. Okay. Yes. Okay, let's go look at the analysis. We'll come back to the site in a minute. All right. So you can see, first of all, because he has some text, his site looks a little better, a little more optimized than the sites that didn't have any text. Okay. All right. But you can see, you know, we're going for Spa Deals UK, but we don't have the keyword in the title. It is in the meta keywords tag. It's not in the description. It's not a heading tag. Keyword density is really, really low. So that means that it's so low it's probably used like once on the page. Okay. You have a site map. Your technical performance is low. You have 15 images, okay, 14 of which don't have alt tags, much less probably alt tags that are using keywords and things that you could be using to help yourself. The good news is that for Spa Deals UK, most of the people don't have backlinks or a lot of backlinks, and so you actually have a much better chance of being listed with a lower number of backlinks, but you're still going to want to have more links, because more links is better, as we know. Social, 3 people mentioned your site on Facebook, so that's good. And then keywords that you can target. And you can see that Spa Deals UK gets a lot less traffic than Spa Deals overall, but is much more targeted, particularly because if someone searches Spa Deals, we don't know where they're necessarily going to search it from, right? Whether they're actually in the UK or not, and you want to get the results for people that are going to be able to use it. Because me searching it from America, unless I'm intending to go to London like today, which I am, probably not looking for a spa deal over there, right? The other thing is that when you go to analyze this, because you're looking to be over there, let me just hit, come on, open up new analysis for me, is you can search based upon locale. And so we could just search specifically based upon the UK in terms of our analysis for this. And as a result, we could get results from the UK side, okay? And that would be important for you because that's primarily where you're going to pull in your traffic. Now, your page could clearly look better. And obviously, from a standpoint of getting text that's going to be allow you to rank better. You do have Spa Deals in the UK, but again, this is really the headline of what you've got coming in. And so for this headline, like we're talking about for the other people's headlines, you're going to want something that's like, discover the best spa deals in the UK and save anywhere from 10 to 30% off on your next spa treatment, right? So a reason for someone to come and consume the information on the page. if you want people to get on a list, if you want people to do something else, you want them to click on an ad, whatever it is you want them to do, you want to give them a reason to go do that. Now, all of these that are direct affiliate links, right? Yeah, these are just going to go out to other sites, I'm assuming. Hang on, we'll find out. It's faster to click. Yeah, so we just popped out to another site. Okay, so for all of these, having them here is great, but you're going to get a lot more results and get people to give you a lot to interact with your site more if you introduce this with some information. Think about this like a review site where you're like, hey, here's the latest spa treatments we found for you this week that are at a discount. Treat well. They're running 5-star spa breaks right now for 50 pounds, starting at just 50 pounds. These are normally 80 pounds. Looking for someplace to go over the summer holidays and get a break. You can go up to the Peak District, get 2-for-1 spa days, right? Just almost conversational with different things. If you're going to be promoting stuff like around the bank holidays, right? And so on. So you can do this, and if you go look at other review sites, you'll find that some that do a better job than others, and look for the ones that look good and bring you in, because you're off to a start here, and you obviously can make money doing this, and it's a huge business, but you're going to be much better off if you can make your site seem that much more friendly. If you invite people to ask questions and you interact with the people, that's going to keep them on your page longer. Them interacting with you is going to help with your Google rankings a lot. And then what you'll want to do, let's go to your blog here, see how far you got with your blog. All right. So, okay, good. So you have a lot of blog posts, so that's good. Now, okay, and then we have related products that we can go get. Okay, great. So this is a good title because I could see somebody, so I have no idea how you actually pulled up these keywords, but like I could see how to find a quality massage parlor in Europe being a good long tail keyword type phrase. I'm not sure that the history of spa treatments would be, because I can't imagine that relating to someone converting into buying a spa treatment. Fish spas, another type of thing. For those of you who don't know what a fish spa is, you stick your feet in the water and the fish nibble away at stuff. I've never tried it. It looks fascinating. It just seems weird to me. And trust me, I know I do stuff that seems weird to the rest of the world too. Now, but like freshen your skin at the spa, you probably could have gotten much better keywords in there for what you're trying to do in there in some of these things. So think about, as you're creating these blog posts, doing a better job with keywords that, again, are going to relate to helping your site gets ranked for the different things. Let's see. Hang on. Just really curious. Whoops. Get Larry out of the way again. Hang on one second. So let's just see. See, so this, if I search this, this is always a way to see if your articles are ranked, by the way. How to find a quality massage parlor in Europe. So if you put your article in quotes and it's a fairly unique thing, you can see that, we end up with this, this article does rank, or is indexed in Google. So we know that it's there, and we can see this actually was posted in 2013. Okay, so you can work to improve this, certainly, but it's a way to find out how that works. I'm just curious how far down we go. Okay, well that got us a little further into the world of stuff we didn't want to get into. Okay. Anyway, so, but with all of these, if you continue to make blog posts and link back into these posts so you can get them to rank, you can get these pages to rank much better, and that's going to bring in people. And again, when the people come in, you want to try to get them to do something. I would get rid of this search box myself, because I don't know what that's going to accomplish for you unless they're actually searching deals and this is helping you. But if that's the case, you got to explain, search to find the best deals, pick a location or whatever, and that may be what this is supposed to be. Oh, okay. Yeah, you need to explain what this is. Like, I could search for the best deal. I want a spa day and I want to spend a lot of money, and so I could search for that. But I couldn't spend a lot of money. So if you're trying to get them so they can search some database of deals, then you really need to explain what this is for and how to do that. But I just tried to spend money and it won't let me. So that's disappointing. Okay, but I did find one here. Okay. So, but if you're going to do that, search our hot deals and using our free service or something, which is going to get a lot more use, because I didn't know what that was for until I really started playing around with it, and you don't want people to work that hard. Okay? All right. So we've hit the hour mark. You guys have an idea now from these. Hopefully a lot of stuff you can look at your own sites and be analyzing them, and even asking other people just to look at your site. What's the first thing you see? What does it look like? Does it make sense to you? We're going to kind of skip Q&A unless anybody got any really quick questions. We're going to go over to giving away money. By the way, if you're not a current member of Webfire, you can see the complete demo and explanation of the software at getwebfire.com/WF. Okay, and would love to get your feedback for this webinar in our Webfire Facebook group. If you're not already a member, you can go and join, and you can go there right now. Sharon, can you pop that link, please, in the chat window? She'll post that up right now. And that will, if you guys will go in and give us your feedback, we're going to pick a winner from the people that post in the Facebook group in the next couple of minutes, and give somebody $100. Christina, if you're doing a blog and a blog on your site, should you change the content up? Yeah, you should change the content up, especially your headlines, so that they'll be different. And and again, focusing on keywords, because seriously, when you think about it, Google tries to look at pages the same way you do. When you look at the page, if the title is spa, Google says, oh, look, it's about spas. If it's how to find the best spa in London, then they're going to say, oh, look, this is about the best spa in London. Right? They tend to throw out the how-tos and the does and all the little stuff, right? Okay. So you want to be really focused in what you're putting in your keywords for your headlines, and then you obviously got to make a subject line and a title that makes sense, but you need to be able to fit these things in a way that people are going to come to it and understand it, and Google's going to understand that they want to rank your page for it. Okay. These people are popping in to join Webfire there. Let's see if there are any other questions we missed along the way. All right, so just go ahead and go to the Facebook page and post up your feedback on today's webinar. Okay, Alex, that's like a trick question, buddy. Hey, David, if you look underneath the window you just typed what's the link in, you'll see then the chat box there that there's getwebfire.com/FB group that you can go to. Okay, so Alex asked this good question. Do we use pages for contents or an individual blog page for contents? And the answer is yes. But what I think you really mean, Alex, is are we going to use, should you have a web page on your website with the content or a blog page with the content? And it doesn't matter. So a lot of people find it's way easier to make a blog post which automatically gets added to their site, and it's optimized, and it's got a built-in editor for the WordPress software and all that stuff, that's a lot easier for them to do than trying to edit HTML pages every time they want to make a post. But you're good either way in doing that. We generally suggest you use a blog to make these posts because it's just so much easier for you to do. And one of the great things about doing a blog post is that once you go in and post it, you can go back anytime you want to and edit the post, delete the post, change the post, add stuff to the post. So nothing is ever set in stone. And you can do that with a regular web page as well, but if you're not really skilled with web pages, then you're just going to be sitting there thinking to yourself, well, you know, this is really a lot of work. Every time I got to fix this page, I got to go figure out something else, right? Whereas the blog, that would be so much easier to do. Okay. Yeah, hang on. You guys that just requested to join the Facebook group, you're probably in already by the time you told us, because you have to request to join, but Sharon's approving you guys as fast as you're jumping in. So a bunch of people just asked to join, and she's getting you guys in. Alex, you're welcome. Okay, Philippe asked, should you have legal doc links on every page? Well, and so the legal docs you're referring to are like privacy policy and terms of use, and they're going to be the same on every page, but you don't have a duplicate content penalty for several reasons. Number one is you're only going to have one privacy policy page and one terms of use page on your domain, and they're often going to look very close to the ones on everybody else's domains, so none of that matters because you're not trying to rank those pages anyway. But yes, you really should link your rules of website use, the terms of use, as well as your privacy policy on every page on your site. It's just a good practice to do. Just have it right down there at the very bottom of the page, along with your copyright information for that. Okay, so everybody should be in the Facebook group. Go ahead and post up your feedback, and we'll give it another minute. And let me actually open that page myself if this will pop open. It's exciting. Look, there's my picture. Looks just like me. All right, Julie's just asked to join the Facebook group, so we'll get you in there. All right, we got people posting up. Okay, we got Martin. Good, Steve. Somebody asked, are we going to be doing more real-life stuff like this? The answer is yes. From time to time, we're going to be, we're trying to alternate, just talking at you and teaching you stuff with, trying to get out there in the real world with you as to how to be able to help you guys get more results with everything. So we've got Sharon got a comment. Okay. So we'll let you guys finish posting up for a minute and go from there. Actually, hang on, let me pull this from here and pop over to this window. All right. It just works better because I'm already logged into Facebook in this browser. Okay. Okay, everybody in, everybody commented. All right, I'm going to refresh the page one more time. Oh, see, there's stuff going in there. All right. Super. Okay, here we go. We got 24 comments here, and we got a bunch down below. 20 more comments. Lots and lots of comments. All right, great. We appreciate all the feedback, everybody. This is good. And then some of you guys posted down below. Oh, yeah. Okay, so let's see how many people we got down here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we got all these people, 6, 7. All these guys up here. So we got about 33. Not more. Okay, great. All right, Sharon, pick a number between, let's see if I can figure this out real quick. Number between 1 and 33. That's okay, Martin. I saw your thing. Okay, Sharon picked 31. Okay, so there's 26 of you up here. This last week we counted backwards. 26, 27, 28. See, there you are, Martin. 29, 30, 31. So Steve Irvin, congratulations. You win $100. All right. So give us your email address in a Facebook message, or post it real quick here in the webinar in the next 30 seconds before I close this down, and we're good. And I want to thank everybody for joining us. Appreciate you all being here, giving us feedback, participating. Just take what we just talked about today, all this analysis, and go use it to improve your site and improve what you're doing. I was really pleased to see everybody, you guys got sites up, you're doing stuff. Just keep moving forward. None of the sites were perfect. None of that matters. Okay. What matters is that they exist. You're promoting, and you can tweak and fine tune as you go. If you don't get the site up, you don't start promoting, you're not going to get traffic. You're not going to make any money. You're not going to get any leads. This business won't be any fun. All right. So keep working it, and we will talk to you guys soon.